Since this venerable stadium was erected in the Pennsylvania Hills, it has been the home to toughness, to passion, to winning. Welcome to Happy Valley and Beaver Stadium, home to the Penn State Nitty Lions. We've got a top 25 matchup on hand. Two of the premier teams in the land looking to make a statement that will resonate. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. Here's the return from inside his 10. He's got great speed, and the tackle was made on the return man, but there is a flag on the play. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense set on first down. Quick handoff. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Power football with the run. At the 40, there he goes. He's loose. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Pushes and picks his way ahead for 6 yards. He's down at the 8.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Dragged down at the 6 after a pickup of 2. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
This offense has really gotten to a nice rhythm here on their opening drive of the game. Running the ball, getting it down now into a goal-to-go situation. They really have established a bit of a physicality here early. Let's see if they can keep that up.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Second and goal coming up. Wide out in motion. On second and goal, they give it to him again. See if he's got a nose for the goal line. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. Well, that couldn't have gone any better.
It's so great for an offense to come out right out of the gate and score a touchdown on your opening drive. It just helps the offense establish that rhythm that is so important. It'll be interesting now to see how this offense does the remainder of this contest.
No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. The give to the back. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. LSU quick to the line. Leaves it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be third and short. Using his legs, it's Garrison. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
They're already down a touchdown early, and the last thing they need to do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back to that offense. They'll go for it on fourth down. Makes the grab, and it's plenty for the first down. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily. And once again, you see how valuable the tough little slot receivers are on fourth down.
You isolate those guys, get the matchup you want, and now go win. Nice job by this offense, getting the matchup on fourth down, and the QB seeing it, throwing a strike, getting the first down.
They'll try the run, and he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll go right back to it. Pick up a 5. It'll be 3rd down and 5.
And as an offense, having success on a run play like that early in the game just opens up all the possibilities of your playbook moving forward. Play action, running the ball, throwing the ball, screens, anything is at your disposal at this point.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Wants to go up top. Grab behind the line. It's Garrison. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. He's going to pass. Makes the grab on the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. They get him on the ground with this running game imposing its will. 6-yard gain down to the 17.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run, then you open it up for the passing game.
3rd down, and this crowd will blow out a vocal cord to help this defense. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Tigers. On to attempt the try. They want to. They fake it, and the kicker's looking to pass. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
Offensive linemen love to run the power. Why? You run power. You run power. Then you can play action. You don't want that defense to be sitting there saying, it's a pass, having to pass block every play. You got to keep defenses off balance.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Coffee. Using the quick game. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
That's the end of the first one. With the score, Penn State 7, LSU 6.
The Nitty Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback will audible. They'll throw it on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. A big gain there as they did a tremendous job working the middle of the field.
Yeah, and if you're going to complete that throw, Reese, quarterbacks have got to play with anticipation. You've got to get it out of your hands early and give your receiver an opportunity before the defense gets to the ball.
To the air on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Rhodes. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
They want to just keep throwing it. He's going to run it. And he scoops his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yards. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. On the ground, it's Fleming. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of.
And he was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. Rides to the back. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Scanning the field, it's Coffee. And that 3rd down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete.
Well, on 3rd and short in field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
No movement from the field goal unit. The offense is out there to try to keep this drive alive on 4th down. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On 4th down, trying to find his man. He's got a first down and maybe a lot more. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. That might seem like a risky call to go for it on 4th down there, but you can't just hand the defense a win in that spot, David.
No, and when you go back and you look at games, a lot of times those field goals get you beat. And this offense is like, forget that, we're going to be aggressive. And because they got it, it was a great call.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at 2nd down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on 1st down.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. And the Nitty Lions will hustle to the line. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Keeping it on the ground on 3rd and goal. And they're able to get him on the ground.
2nd quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too. And you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you practice all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
It's 4th and goal, and they'll go for the touchdown and keep the kicker on ice. The option look. He'll pitch it. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down and you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward if they're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. We'll see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. On 2nd down, he'll fire. Getting some heat. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Hit as he throws. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. He's going up top. It's complete. A huge pickup. Got a lot of running room. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Tigers!
There's usually 2 different thought processes when I'm backed up towards my own goal line. Run it, create more space, or take a big shot and try to make a big play. And did this offense ever make a big play? 90-plus yard touchdown. That is how you do it.
Play the analytics here, and you go for 2. Looking to throw. They get it into the end zone. 2-point conversion is good. The lead stands at 7. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he's coming out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return.
Nitty Lions will take over 1st and 10.
The Nitty Lions going back to work on offense now. A really disappointing end to that last drive, David. Getting stopped on 4th and goal, they'll try to regroup.
And I think I'm preaching to my squad right now. Listen, we drove the ball down the field. We didn't just punch it in. Let's put another drive together, Jesse, and this time, let's get some points.
You're right, because there were a lot of positives on that last drive. They did a lot of things really well. They just got to do a better job finishing.
Looking for a man. It's Coffee. He'll pull it down and run. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Man, that used to just drive me nuts. I couldn't stand that. The quarterback drops back to pass, scrambles around. You got me chasing you all over the field, getting close to the sideline. Stay in bounds. Please stay in bounds. Let me get a little bit of a reward for all my running so I can just put some kind of hit on you. Nope. Steps out of bounds.
They'll put it in play from the 27, 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He's got an open man. And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his. Sometimes your tight end's a safety valve, and sometimes he's your go-to receiver.
And the offense knew right away it was the primary target. It was where he was going with the football, because you know you get a little bit of suck up from those linebackers with the play action, and you feed the big fella.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the 1st down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. Makes the grab. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
And a running back who can take a dump-off pass like that and take it for a gain, that can really be a quarterback's best friend. It's an easy way to rack up touches, but also get the ball to your playmaker in open space.
Going downfield for the big play. And it's caught inside the 15. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
The Nitty Lions have it with a 1st and 10.
29 Philly.
Movement here from the tight end. Looking for a man. It's Coffee. They're trying to get to it. Trying to buy a little time, and he cannot, but he does get it back closer to the line of scrimmage. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. He's looking to throw. Fires to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Penn State.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the 2nd half. An extra point away from tying this football game. We trailed a little bit in the 1st half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the 2nd half.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. An 84-yard drive there. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth. I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
2nd and 10. He'll throw again. Quick strike complete. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Great job by the quarterback there, knowing where his answer is against the blitz. He finds his dump-off throw to the running back, and he does the rest, picking up the first.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Finds his big tight end. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup, he went for it, he attacked it, got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
Unloads it downfield. He's got it. Into the end zone. Touchdown LSU.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Give to the running back. And he's taken down after a short gain, and that'll do it for us here in the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Nitty Lions will kick it away to crank up the second half. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. From the gun, the running back looking for room. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
And here on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. From the shotgun, the inside give. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves to change for the first down. The Tigers in the hurry-up. Right back to the well.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down. On the run, it's Garrison. Open space at the 25. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And he finished things off by racing 37 yards to the end zone. Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. Wideouts all wadded up in a bunch. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Got the quick pass. Still on his feet at the And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
Nice pitch and catch there from QB to wide receiver. Great job. An out route is all about timing. 1, 2, 3, boom, break out, throw it to him right now. Great pitch, great catch.
To the ground with the back. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Looking to throw, it's Coffee. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Trying to make magic on the scramble. The Nitty Lions will move the sticks.
Nice scramble, unbelievable job after dropping back to pass and understanding the situation. And a nice heads-up play. Slide. Live to fight another down. Don't try to make a bigger play and run through somebody big and get yourself hurt.
And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
And this is one of the things that makes this defense so tricky is they've got incredible speed at the inside linebacker position. Not only can they go sideline to sideline, run east-west, but they can run downhill on blitzes, and they can get to your quarterback.
Really need to find a productive play this time on 2nd and long. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Wide receiver now comes in motion. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Pulls it in inside the 10. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
It's now 2nd and goal.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, after talking to him this week, I know this guy was excited to build off the momentum from last week when he scored 2 touchdowns. You could just see him here close to the end zone. He's trying to snip his way in. He's so good at finding the creases when they get down tight to the goal line.
They'll come to the line just 1 yard shy of the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Nitty Lions! Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step 1. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step 1 accomplished.
LSU 28, Penn State 21.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. And the Tigers want to move quickly. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. On 3rd down, going up top. He'll take another shot here. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. The short hands, it's awesome. At the 45, on his way. That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up a 1st down.
You got to have better tackling in the back end on defense. The guy didn't have the first once he had the ball in his hand, but because you missed the tackle, they've now got a fresh set of downs.
Quick completion to the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. The defense was asking for that penalty immediately, and they got it. Offensive pass interference waves off the 1st down. LSU moving quickly, going to work again on 1st down. He's looking to throw. Shoots it to the left. He's got it. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Just about any LSU offense will make you hold your breath when they play pitch and catch.
Yeah, just
fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So a drive there of 85 yards, and they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. Oh, misjudges it a bit and muffs it. They got him for a safety, and there's a fine line between being aggressive and reckless, and he just ran right across it when he ran back into his own end zone. On the move, it's McKenzie. They stripped it out. Maybe some nerves on that return, but a fortunate bounce, and they'll retain possession.
Will take over 1st and 10.
Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Floating away. Fires to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Turner. Kangaroos his way. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the 4th quarter.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, LSU 37, Penn State 21.
First down to start the drive after the break. The give out of the gun. He breaks a tackle. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. The Tigers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff, where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? You've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And that's good enough for a first down.
It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Fast motion from the offense. Going up top on first down. Setting up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Well, this defense is extremely disciplined. Right there, first down, screen pass. It doesn't fool them. Nice play.
Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy has had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. Pocket starts to collapse. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Dumps it to the back. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
Listen, the enemy is the clock, right? You're down by 2 scores. You got to make something happen. Really, really good job by the defense, forcing the turnover, getting the ball back to your offense. Now you got to go score, and I got to get one more stop.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together, get some good mojo going.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. Trying to get to it. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Man, that's a big missed opportunity for the running back. I'm trying to find ways to feature this guy and get him the football in space and not just hand it to him all the time. And tell you what, I'm a lot less likely to find those plays if he can't reel in those catches.
They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Looking to throw, it's Coffee. Coming after him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now. If you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, you're going to have time to throw.
And it's going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
Yeah, and unfortunately in the 4th quarter, losing, you got to put the foot on the accelerator. You got to make something happen. So I get they had to be aggressive and go for it. They just can't seem to get this offense to make plays when they need it the most.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Can't make the catch. It's incomplete, and that drop might have cost them a big play on first down. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Feeling some heat. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
I After getting 4 sacks last game, this defense really is trying to create an identity as being one of the better pass rushing units in the entire country. Haven't really seen that, though, in this game so far until that last.
Deep shot for the end zone. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. LSU right back to the line. On 4th down, looking for the completion. A shot toward the end zone. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield they couldn't hook up.
I think that might be the very definition of just trying to rub salt in the wound, right? You got the lead, multiple possessions, you're looking really, really good. You know, late in the ball game, and you go for it again. So you're just trying to, listen, it's their job to stop it. I like the offense doing what they do. Forget you, defense. Get a stop. That's your job, and you did it.
The Nitty Lions going back to work on offense now. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time David sort of curved some. He's taking the shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Yeah, and I think you know the situation as a defender, and you know you're up by a score, and you know exactly what's going on with the offense. They got to make some big plays here in the 4th quarter. Nice job playing the deep ball, staying deep, and not giving up the big play.
Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point in the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
Comes out throwing on 1st down. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And it's caught inside the 20. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
You know, you just can't coach toughness in quarterbacks. This guy's been sacked multiple times in this one, and on that last play, he gets drilled again, but he delivers a strike.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. This offense tried to go right back to the well or right back to the air, and the defense was ready this time.
And a great response from the defense. You give up a big play, a huge chunk play that you didn't want to give up. Don't hang your head. Now play the next play. Played it aggressively, went and got the sack. Way to respond.
And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
That's a great job by the DB playing the ball in the air. You see it all the time. DBs kind of get turned around. The wide receiver goes up and makes a catch. No, sir. DB, great position, knocks the ball down for an incompletion.
They're bringing heat. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. And it's incomplete, and the defense holds.
It was a opportunity failing on that 4th down, so they're trailing. There's a little bit less than 3 minutes to go here. Their defense has got to be able to get the ball back here quickly for them to have any shot.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field. They got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
And the running back there did everything that he's coached to do, right? They've got the lead late in this game. You've got to stay in bounds. You're finding yards. It's a positive run, but you're not going out of bounds. Really well done.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. Got room on the return. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Penn State! The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return.
How fast did this game just change? Offense in the lead with the football looking great. Defense makes the big play. We've got ourselves a ball game now.
Back to throw, it's Coffee. Fires into traffic, intercepted. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. And now when you have a solid lead like this, Jesse, you find out, can you deliver the knockout punch?
And we're expecting them to come out here and just run the football, bleed the clock, let the big uglies up front get some push, and ball security, David. That's a premium.
Yes, take care of the football. Don't make any dumb mistakes. Be physical. And listen, if they want to load the box, don't be afraid to take a shot.
The Tigers are in the hurry-up. The give to the tailback. Touchdown LSU! And they take it in for 6 more points. They push the lead out here in the fourth quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
That keeps the score. LSU 43, Penn State 27.
After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Dropping back, it's Coffee. He's right on target. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Going over the top. He makes a grab.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
The Nitty Lions are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Give him 6 and give them a chance with the late touchdown still alive in this one.
There we go. There's step 1. There's a lot of things that needs to happen for this offense, but they started with the touchdown. Time's ticking out. We got to go for 2 here. Cut this to 8, or we maybe can get another score and get that 2-point conversion to tie it.
Here comes the 2-point try. He's looking to pass. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
The attempt at the 2-point conversion is no good. That keeps the score. LSU 43.
They're definitely up against it. Time running out. Down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Final minute, this game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. I think it's sending a statement, too, to future defenses down the road on the schedule. They're going to be tough to contend with.
Yeah, I mean, they got firepower, putting up so many points. This thing is easily over. Now they can just chillax, go back to the locker room, know they're going to get the victory.
Finds a man in the middle. His defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. LSU quick to the line. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Going for it all. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3. How about this? A 2-point conversion coming. They're working that left side. Into the end zone he goes for the 2, and now they lead by 3 possessions. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
33.
And he's going to run it back. Slips through the line. He's got an alley. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Nitty Lions! Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
Yeah, and those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you can tell, takes it out, good blocking, give him a little crease, and you could see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No. You see the fast guys, and you see an open space, and boom, he's gone.
First down for the offense. Looking to move it through the air. Quickly complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
You know, as an offense, when you're trying to complete these tunnel screens, you're going to have to be able to negotiate some of these defenders near the line of scrimmage. They're all looking to swat it away. Good job by the defense there.
And after this play, the cake will be baked. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
And how about the offense? They spread them out. Everybody spread wide. Easier to read a defense when you do that. They find the matchup they want, and they get rewarded with the score.
Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
And it's amazing how much offense has been just boomed in college football. So good. So many ways